Aloha guys, and today we're doing something absolutely new. I'm shooting some product photos for my father-in-law. He went to the Philippines recently and wanted to sell some bags and he needed some photos of them, so I thought, what the hell, let's give it a shot. So I'm out here with my beautiful wife Paulina, as you guys know, and we are going to be shooting some product shots of a bunch of cool bags here. We are shooting with our 70-2 hundo lens. We have a little set created right here, all natural light today, a little something different for me. We probably are an hour later than I wanted to start. With the sun being overhead, we still have this nice cool alleyway here of natural light to put her in with a little bit of pop from the outside. We've already established our 3 shots we're going to use. Basically 2 different photos taken. One is going to be a crop, one is going to be a wide, and then a secondary crop. So it's going so far so well. Pretty excited here, and we'll keep documenting as we go along, and I'll keep filling you guys in. All right, go. Right away, I wanted to establish the spot that she was going to stand in, the angle, and the position she was going to be holding the bag, so that we could just rinse and repeat for every bag that we had to shoot. We were trying to make this as painless and as smooth as possible. Working in natural light can definitely be more difficult than working in a controlled environment. We wanted to pick a spot in the shade that will remain shady through the process of the entire bags. This would help everything stay very consistent, and the look would be the same for all the product photos. As you can see, as we worked through, everything did work out pretty well. The sun stayed pretty good, and in the hour that we were there, it didn't change too much. All right, so I shoot everything today on a tripod. It's super important to keep things consistent, so when I'm going through all the photos, I can just make them look exactly the same. Product photography, I think, needs to be very consistent, because if you're showing off multiple products that look the same, it's just easier if everything looks the same in the way you shot it. This way I'm not hand-holding stuff. And I also wanted to be on a flat plane, the best that I can, to keep everything looking the best that it possibly can and the most even. I don't like when things are tilted. It's cool for a creative look, but for something like product photography and kind of run and gun, we're out here borrowing his place. We have no reason to really be here other than this. So, and we're fighting the sun. So this is going to be quick and smooth. Trying to do is, 30 seconds of bag so we can get through this 30-40 bags as quick as possible. Just one thing here. Okay. Zoom in for one. Perfect. Hold the bag out for me. Hold it up just a little. Yeah, right there's good. Hold it up a little higher for me. Yeah, right there's perfect. Stay right there for me. Now, product photography is not easy, and lucky for me, I'm doing this for free, so I don't have that same pressure as if I was trying to produce something and being paid to do it. But anyone out there that's trying to take a risk, I would say always take the risk. Even if you do it wrong, don't get paid, and you learn something. Learning something is definitely better than not trying at all. So anytime I think of photography, especially because it's such a wide genre of an art where you can use the camera to do and produce so many things, that try a lot of things. And if product photography ends up being your thing, then that's what you should do. And if it's not, then it's cool. You tried it and maybe you didn't like it, or maybe it just didn't work out. But I would always say, try. Don't just look at it and be like, I can't do that. That is a wrap. Pretty cool. We did that fairly quickly. Again, 3 different shots, or 3 different images. One's going to be cropped from a previous image, so a total of 3 images. And yeah, again, this is a new territory for us, but hopefully these come out great, and we'll get back to you when I get to some editing and show you a little bit more about how I'm going to crop them, edit them, and then I'll get you some final product photos. So yeah, hopefully it's cool. Let's go say thank you to our model. Thank you to our model. I know how annoying it can be listening to me, do this, do that, so thank you very much. There's a little bit more of the bags here.
So you put it over here. Cute. From the Philippines.
You heard it first, from the Philippines. Cute bags for the moms and the single ladies. All right, we'll check back soon. All right, we are back. We're gonna go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bag edits here. I have them all pulled up. Ultimately, I'm just gonna give you guys a look, where you're gonna follow along while I create a look for the bags, and we're gonna apply it to all these photos, and then we're gonna crop them, and we're gonna look at the final result. And then we're also gonna do one more fun thing after that. But let's get into this right here. So first, I have this white bag pulled up right in front of us. So I took a second to kind of clean up the image. I figured I didn't know exactly what we were gonna do, but I took a moment to do this. I'm just gonna walk you through exactly what I did here. I always go with the curve first. This one I wasn't gonna touch any of the color. So just boost and pop the whites here. You can see there's a little edge going on here. And next I went to basic here, and I generally don't touch exposure that much if I don't have to. So I like to think that I can expose the image how I like it. But it's always a thing. Contrast down just a hair, as you can see. just to kind of flatten the image just a little bit. And then I always like to bring up the shadows just a little. You can see it's a little dark. It looks nice, but you bring up the shadows just a little bit. I was at 25 here. I feel like it kind of opens up a little bit of this area right here on her face. And then it gives this as like a highlight side, which I think helps. What else? Boosted the blacks, just the hair, and that kind of counteracts the contrast, but highlights here. This just, for me, feels like the image pops. Obviously it's the highlights, but we're gonna go ahead and put that at, I think I had it at 20 instead of 19. So 20 right here. And texture, I think I just touched that. I don't think I really needed that on. One thing that was probably pretty important if you're doing anything with a model in it, it was the detail here. So as you can see, if you zoom in right here, if there was no noise reduction, you can see that it just has a bunch of grains. It's a pretty big, we're pretty far away, but nice camera, nice lens. But if we just get this up just a little right here, let's call it 25. As you can see, it softens everything up right here, still nice and sharp. And I just went ahead and put a 15 sharpness on there just to make sure you got, again, we're not cropping on her face at all, but this cleans up the image all around, as you can see here. So again, I don't want to touch any of the color. I like how this looked in camera. And then lastly, just a little bit of vignetting. So we just went with like negative 15 there, a little bit more. Yeah, a little more. Let's go with 25. Yep, so that's pretty much the look. So if you back out a little bit here, you'll see, if I go to here, you can kind of see these are all shot back to back, so you can see the difference. So what I'll do is I'll copy, and I'll just go through and paste each look, and you can kind of see it filling in. Definitely makes each one pop. Everyone's different with what they think. I use my eye, so people use all kinds of different things to make things look how they want it to look. This is what I do. Again, this is for free, and it is what it is. So do what you guys like to do, but this is just a little look into how I like to do it. The last thing is going to be just a crop. So we wanted 3 images, and the second one, like I showed you earlier, is going to be the cropped version of that. So instead of, I'm going to do it the lazy way, it's probably a way better way to do this, but I'm just going to export my big image here, and then pick a new folder. Just put tests, bags, and we have our settings, how we like them already here. And I'll just send out this one. We're just a little too much. Yeah, we'll do something like this. So this will be the second, or the only crop. This will be the cropped image. And we'll do the same thing. Perfect. Usually. Yeah, these unique names, I thought. And then we go to this one and make sure it's cropped. And center good. I'm missing just a little bit, so it's more about the bag. And try to do this. See how we look in here. Yeah, great. That is great. Boom. Boom. And then we just do the same thing across all these bags. Just crop and export, crop and export. So that is basically a normal edit. Nothing crazy, super simple. We preserve the quality of the image. We have the color looking great. The first one left to right, that is our normal crop. The one in the middle is the wide angle shot, and you can see the little cropped version on the right from the wide angle shot. Everything looks good. These are going to be perfectly fine for what we're doing here. If this was a larger account, we'd probably go a little more in depth. This is exactly what we wanted. And the rinse and repeat. These are all going to look the same across all of the bags. They're going to look great. He's going to be stoked. So now that that's done, my job is complete, but let's have a little fun here. We're going to run these through ChatGPT and see if we can do 2 things. Create more of an ad-based image using these, and also maybe we can get ChatGPT to create as an alternate product angle of the bag and see what we can do here. You got to use things to your advantage. So this will be an opportunity to see what we can do and if it will work in a product setting, since we don't really have a subject with a face that can be really manipulated by AI. So let's jump in. All right, so we have our images right here in a folder called test bags from Lightroom, and I have ChatGPT pulled up right here. So the goal is to just kind of see what ChatGPT can create from the images that we've already photographed. I'm assuming with product photography, it's probably going to do a lot, and it's probably going to be pretty cool. But yeah, let's just prompt it at first just to see if it can create some sort of alternate angles of these bags. So let's go with a quick prompt here. I wrote, create me 2 alternate angles of these bags, preserve the image quality, type of bag, color, and shape. Put these on a clean, stylized background showcasing the bag itself. Think high-end marketing for an expensive bag company. So that's super simple. I mean, you can write whatever you want for a prompt. You can always keep trying. I've done a lot of these now, so it's something that I've just kind of, the way that I think kind of comes out here, but let's just see. We'll also drop in, well, I'm only going to use one, so I'm going to use this angle, I think, here. Yeah, I'll do this because it has the whole strap, so. And I'll actually also write, use the attached image. Don't use the subject, just the bag. Okay, and let's see. We'll go on. Let's see what happens here. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty cool. If you look at the screen here, you'll see what they showed up with. And it's 2 alternate angles of the bags. I mean, if I pull up the image of the bag itself, it looks pretty dang close. I can't imagine it being that big of a difference. It looks like the shape is a little off the way she's wiring it here. So it's just a little different, but it's pretty dang close. So again, if you're trying to help out a company, you're trying to be fun, this is just for funsies. So, I wouldn't try to sell this as a marketing product for myself, but I do think that if you're trying to get something done quickly, it did a pretty dang good job. Let's just see if it can create some weirder angle. Let's see what happens. So I just asked it, create me 2 more wild and different angles. So let's just see if it kind of spits out something different here. And then once I'm done with this, I'll go ahead and try to use ChatGPT to create some type of awesome ad for the bag itself that could just be used and just sent out and be done with. So let's see what happens here. And look at that. I mean, this is pretty crazy. If you look at this image right here, I mean, that's pretty dang close. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sure it's just making up some of this because that's what it does. There is some little weirdness in the angle. But overall, I mean, if your thought is that you could take an image that you just photographed and then not need to do completely stylized photography, honestly, we might make a couple more videos on this because this is pretty crazy. Yeah, this is awesome. So let's just do one more here. All right, so this is super simple. I just put a create me a magazine style ad, 4x5 in size. Create me a magazine style ad, 4x5 in size, and preserve the image quality. Use the words "Nene is love" as the company, add some text at the bag. So again, all of this you could manipulate. You could make, obviously Nene is love is the name of the company that he's gonna be using to kind of just sell these bags that he brought in. But you could write the text that you want it to say. You can be very specific with the advert text in there and it will obviously do it for you. So this is just to kind of see what it spits out. And I mean, guys, this is something that's a crazy tool that you can use to your advantage. It's tough because the industry would dictate that you shouldn't do this, but the people that are on the edge of it are the ones that are getting a lot of the work and they're using this as a tool to their advantage. So I would say practice things like this. Even if you never use it, just practice, have fun with it. It is a fun tool to use. Inanimate objects are much easier to get this done. And I'm not gonna lie, you could use this for a lot of your editing as well. And I mean, look at that. Look what this brought up right here. Now let's do this. Now this is cool, but I'm gonna do one more thing. So this is cool. It added all this text here. It's great. It looks like a completely new, cool ad, but let's go. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna drop in these 2 images, and then we're gonna have it use those 2 images that I photographed as the main images, and then one of the product photos and tie it all together to create it. Here. Thank you guys again for checking out this video. This is a new one for us. I haven't done a total work through of a job before. It was really fun to kind of work in this space, just a little different than our normal volume kid sports stuff. If you do like the video, man, hit us with a comment. Let us know if you want other work like this, what you would be interested in seeing and shoot and edit and all that kind of things. Get us below. If you're not on Instagram, Christopher Photography, give us a follow, comment there. If you shoot me DMs, possible I miss it, but I've been trying to kind of catch up on those. I didn't make a video before, which this will attach to at the end, which was me kind of going over some questions that we did get through Instagram DMs and me answering those questions for you. Really appreciate you guys. And look at that. Look at this right here. It just finished. And that's pretty cool. I'm sure we could tighten up a lot of the edit here. You can do something very similar in Photoshop yourself, or you could use a tool like AI to create an ad. Again, these are my photos that I made on the right side with the bag itself, and that one in the center is generated. Again, you can tell it looks a little different, and we could tweak it a little bit so it's not exactly the correct bag. But as far as what you can do and how fun this can possibly be, this is amazing. There's never been a tool that's this powerful at your fingertips at all times. So this is great. Guys, thank you guys so much for checking out this video. We had a lot of fun making it. If you have more interest in any of this, please hit us with a comment. Let us know if you're interested in that. And if not, we will see you when I see you. Follow us on Instagram for photography. Until next time, aloha.